myself. And welcome to Radical Custom Garage. I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Russ Navarra. I do a lot of YouTube videos, and this is my ride. You'll see a lot of it in different videos. And this behind me is my toolbox. I do a lot of different toolbox reviews. What's up, YouTubers? I just kind of wanted to talk today about toolboxes. This is my box here. You'll have to excuse the mess. I'm going through a lot of my drill bits and things, separating from box to box, kind of cleaning the garage up. It's a rainy day. I don't know if you can hear the rain, and then our frogs are, seems like mass producing, but I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit. I'm going to show you, this is one of my other toolboxes that I had for my shop when I had my business, and then I moved up to the bigger box. And a lot of people get to talking about boxes and different things, and I know there's a lot of people out there that's bought bigger boxes. There's a controversy, you know, should I get a big Mr. Big box, or should I get a 72-inch box, a 54, you know, and I think it's really preference and the field you're in. I have a friend that was telling me, you know, he's got a 72-inch box, and he had to go to the dealership and, you know, tell them or stress to them, you know, they were wanting a lot of the guys to downsize their boxes. There was several guys that had them and that, and you know, like he was telling the dealership, and they had talked about just getting generic boxes and, you know, you putting your tools in their box, and them taking their boxes home. And, you know, like he said, a lot of the guys had spent a lot of money, you know, that's what they're working for, you know, it's their box, they can do it the way they want, but the dealerships are telling them, you know, they need to utilize the room. But like, you know, he stressed to them the area that the boxes was, they was up against the wall and that, and the way they wanted to do it, if they did do the generic boxes, they'd have to walk farther. He felt, and he showed the dealership how they would be in the way. They'd have to walk around the boxes. You know, it would just be more clutter and that. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you work for a dealership and they're doing that, maybe go to your foreman, boss, whatever, and explain like he did. You know, they got to keep their boxes for a little while. You know, he introduced it to corporate, and even told them it would be a disruption to the dealership, you know, with all these guys having to move their boxes and things. There's a week there or so that, you know, it's going to take these guys to get organized, you know, get back in the routine, and that's what he was trying to stress to them, that, you know, they'd break up the routine. And hopefully I can talk over this rain. It's just pouring. We're supposed to have about 4 more days of that, but that's beside the point. But back to what I was talking about, you know, at one time I wanted a Mr. Big box with a hutch and stuff, but I'm glad that I didn't get it, you know, and I had talked to several people. I had contemplated of different things, but you know, now that I have it here at the house and things, it just seems more practical for the box that I have, you know, the 72-inch, and I'm very happy with it. As you can see, it's kind of messy right now today. Like I said, I'm trying to straighten things up and go through a lot of my drill bits and stuff. But overall, you know, I guess it's your preference. If you want a Mr. Big Box and you can afford it, you know, go for it. I've got 3 boxes here in this area of the shop, and then I have 2 others in other parts of the shop. And you know, most of my Snap-on tools and things stay right here. If I'm working on a car or whatever, I can keep an eye on, you know, the tools that's going in and out of my box. If things are missing, I know they're missing. You know, I'm OCD about that. You know, I don't, like I tell my buddies, I'm not accusing you of taking them or whatever. They just get misplaced. They get left in cars. They, you know, but you pay a lot of money for your box and your tools. And, you know, it's like anything else. You know, you got to respect the guy's tools, toolbox. You know, a lot of my buddies know that, you know, none of my Snap-on tools are chisels. You know, if they want to tap on a screwdriver or whatever, that's why I've got a drawer with cheaper tools. I mean, you know, I will be the first to tell you that, you know, once in a while I'll grab a screwdriver and use it for a chisel. You know, I'm not saying that I use my very best screwdrivers. But you know, you got to have a little sense there, and it's the same way with a box. If you've got a box that you're proud of, and that, you know, it just seems to make your job more tolerable. I'll just put it that way. You know, it's like having a nice ride, and that's the only thing I thought I'd throw it out here this morning. You know, I get so many people asking me on my box, you know, if I had to do it over, would I get a bigger one? I like my box. I know eventually I'm going to buy 2 side cabinets and a top for it eventually. I like the Snap-on brands. There's other brands out there. But it's your preference. It's what you can afford. It's... you know, if you're a beginner, I think you need to start out and need to purchase something inexpensive. You can go down to Harbor Freight and you can build yourself an awesome box. If you want to make it your own, you know, you can pull the drawers out of it and things, and you can paint it to your expectations. Let's walk over here and I'll show you. This is a box that I've had when I was in industrial maintenance. I got a lot of horse laughs and things, but you know what? I made it mine. And that's the main thing. You know, I painted it purple. The bottom part I had painted another color because at the time the purple was pretty expensive to buy, so I only done the top. But this is a Husky. It's probably, I want to say, 15 years old or older. The first couple of years I used it in the red. It was one of the red boxes. And then I changed, and a buddy of mine had some purple, the Plum Crazy purple, and he painted the truck that color, and he had some left over, so he gave me the purple. So I just kind of made it my box. And like I said, I got a lot of horse laughs. I got a lot of people giving me a hard time, you know, who'd want a purple box. But hey, it's my box. I knew where it was. I could find it. And that's all I'm saying. You know, if you're new to being a mechanic, if you're in the process of getting out of school and that, and I can only stress this, I've done it in a lot of my videos and things, and told younger guys, if you can spend the money, spend it on the tools. The box will come later. It took me almost 30-some years. And if I had to do it over, I'd have fought. You know, that's just part of the whole situation. Don't go out there and spend $30,000, $40,000 for a box and not be able to pay for it. You know, I struggle with this one. You know, at the time I could afford it when I had my business. I was plugging along, or I was doing good, and the first couple years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it was, I was doing good. But you know, you got to take into consideration, you may take a box out, a loan out on one for 3 to 5 years. I don't know, you know, what some of you are, or how your credit is, but it depends on that also. And you know, don't be paying on something that I consider a dead horse. You know, if it's not making you money, guys, in my opinion, you know, buy something cheaper. Go to Harbor Freight. Lowe's has a lot of different styles out now. You can get on their website. Home Depot, same way. And there's other places out there online that you can buy. I've seen a couple of the green ones similar to mine with a hutch. If you go and check out 802 Diesel, he's got an awesome box there. He paid less money than what I did for this box, and it's an awesome box. So just go out there, research, and check your different options out. Don't always rely on Snap-on. Don't always think that you have to have the best. The reason I chose Snap-on is the Husky one, I was having a little trouble as it got older. The ball bearings and things stuck. There was moisture in my garage. It would draw moisture. The tracks rusted. Other than that, the Husky boxes are good. You know, just do your research is all I got to say. That's all I have for you today on this rainy, cloudy day. And once again, like, share, subscribe, go out, check out the YouTube tool community. We got an awesome bunch of guys. Go out there, check out Justin ATV, Justin Dowell, Jay Young, Bruce Allen, Junkie. You know, just go out and check all these guys out. And once again, God bless. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.